Okay, so today, my friends, I want to talk about money. You see, I was running a Crusader calling with our fellowship members last week, and the question around cash flow came up. You see, one of our members has got to a point where they've probably got about 10 to 20 grand's worth of outstanding invoices that they're owed from a couple of clients, and he was pissed off and he was trying to get some advice from some other people in the group about how we can handle this situation. So first of all, I want you to consider the possibility right now that if you've currently got outstanding invoices, outstanding debts, or people that owe you money, it is not your fault. You see, in my eyes, in this fucking game, if you do work for someone, you should be getting paid straight away. Fuck terms, that's absolutely crazy. It really pisses me off when people are sat there and they owe you money. It's not fair, it's not how this game should be played. Those people that owe you cash for work that you have done are complete and utter fucking scumbags, and it's not on, and it's not how business is played or should be played. That aside, I know that this thing's happened, and what was really interesting as we dived into this call, as people were starting to answer this question, someone said this. They said, okay, cool. So these current invoices that you go, when you're talking through and you're trying to get money out of your customers, or you're bringing new customers on, you're talking about contracts and that sort of thing, tell me how you handle that whole money conversation. How does that sort of work? And Matt that asked the question was sort of like, well, we sort of have it in our T's and C's. And he's like, no. Tell me about the conversation that you actually have, which says, this is how the money works. We get paid when this happens. And he's like, I guess we don't have that conversation. And here's what's really interesting about that. You see, in my experience, the trouble we all have about being very British, that when it comes to asking money, we're all very, very timid. So I'm going to have you consider right now the fact that if you've got your terms, if you've got the thing that how you want to get paid hidden somewhere in a T's and C's, hidden in an email, that, my friend, well, that is not good enough. If you want to get paid on time, you have to have the confidence and the brass balls before a project is started, before you have an agreement, before you set that contract up with a customer. You need to sit down, you need to have a face-to-face conversation being like, look, this is how the money works. You're going to pay me here, you're going to pay me here, and most importantly, you're going to pay me on my terms. And I don't care if that's not how terms normally work in your industry. You outline the terms. If they don't want to deal with those terms, fuck them. You, my friends, deserve to get the money when you want to get paid. If that's up front, I do not care. Now, funny thing about this whole call last week was I had a Vonsa message from the same member this morning. He was like, Charlie, you never guess what's going to happen. It's been absolutely amazing. Since we had that call last week, he said, we've not necessarily closed off those outstanding invoices, but we have brought on 3 new customers, and each of those customers have stuck to the new terms, and they've actually paid for these projects up front. And it's all because we've had this conversation about money. It's been clear, it's been precise, it's been understood. I've laid it on the line, said, look, if you want to deal with us, this is how it happens. And the reason we're going to operate a business like this, especially when we are not a big brand or a big business that's got endless bank accounts, is because cash is king. We need to make sure that we get paid, and we get paid on our terms. If the cash flow is choking the business, well, my friends, we're all fucked, which is why we need as much cash in the bank as possible, and which is exactly why we need to get all the money out of people that owe us, and most importantly, why we need to make sure we get paid on time each and every single time that we do work for someone. So today, my friends, I'm going to have you consider that if you're not currently getting your invoices paid on time, you need to make sure that you shake yourself off, you grow some balls, and you have a conversation with those people before you start the project and say, this is how we're going to be doing the money side of things, this is how you're going to be paying me, and this is how it is going to work. Because, my friends, when you are open, when you are that honest, when you are direct, you know what, good things happen. More importantly than that, you will have more money in the bank than you need, and it means that you can invest, it means you can do things, it means you can grow, it means you can see out, and it means you can fast track to your success in this whole fucking game that we call business. And that, my friends, is what this is all about.